Oh, yes. Once again, it's on. Once again, it is on. Sometimes you got to roll a certain way so that everybody can understand what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Oh, there's CP. I should have StreamYard this so that we can get CP in here. Because we tried to tell him. We tried to tell CP over and over again. Patrick Mahomes cost everybody money. I should have known better. He cost me money. I should have known not to trust this man. You can't trust it. That is the thing that him and LeBron James have in common. You can't trust it. You cannot trust them. The new foul, you mean the new non-foul rule? The James Harden rule? You mean? They come out with a James Harden rule the moment he comes to the New Jersey Nets. He's really being fouled, and they're not calling it. Oh, my God. CP said, we have a lot of internal problems going on with the Chiefs organization right now. This reflected more than ever. Internal? My man, we having problems. Well, nobody care about all that. You out there on that field. You supposed to be the best player. They got you on the Madden cover with the real GOAT. You sitting up there with Brady like you deserve to be on a Madden cover with Tom Brady. Brady's supposed to be on that cover unless they saying this is what you look like when you are all-time great. This is what you look like when you're just hype. Another thing they got in common, hype train. Brady just won the Super Bowl again. Number 7, Patrick Mahomes got way more commercials than him. He in there getting floating sneakers and I need this new shoe. He got that weird voice that don't fit his. You look at him and you get, hi, my name is Patrick. Yeah, I'm with State Farm. I mean, oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, Jewel. Did y'all see that Piston video I did live? Did you see that chick fall out of the chair live in the video? She fell right on the floor. Man, it took everything in my power not to laugh. The guy up there, he wanted to laugh so bad. He was in his mask. He looked at me like, I'm like, hey, it happens. I'm like, somebody help her up. Chick fell out of the chair. Man, that was a crazy game. Look, it's not Patrick Mahomes' fault. It's Andy Reid and the coaching staff. Because there are plays that they can run, they can execute when you have a very poor offensive line. Your offensive line is poor. There are plays you can run that will get you out of trouble. If you're in a jam, there are plays you can run Like saying our offensive line is banged up. We're gonna have to run a lot of screens. The Detroit Lions just did that all day today. Everything was screens. Swift had about 1,000,000 yards and catches. He was leading the receivers. They taking what's there. They're coming in heavy. The Titans are. You got to swing the ball out to alleviate some of the pressure on the offensive line. Every play, they can't have their quarterback sitting there. And then if they got to block longer because he's dancing in the backfield every play. That's stress on your offensive line. Do you realize a quarterback is supposed to get rid of the ball within 3 seconds when they say hi? Within 3 seconds, the ball should be gone. All you got to do is look at what a great quarterback does. All the great quarterbacks step up in the pocket and they had that ball gone within 3 seconds. When I mean great, I mean they're winning Super Bowls. He got lucky against the 49ers because their quarterback was an idiot. And because of that, Patrick Mahomes has a Super Bowl. But because he went to back-to-back Super Bowls, now the league is his. He's going to break all Brady's records. He's going to do all. It was insane to not think they're going to shut that down like they've done every other team in the world and every other quarterback who was hot. And they came and they chill. That's what these defensive coordinators live for. It takes 2 to 3 years sometimes, just like with Cap. Cap had that great run for 2-3 years, but when he gets to that, have to make a play. And he couldn't do it. Patrick Mahomes, that one-trick pony, they've learned to act. Guys are taking away the show. The big 80-yard bombs you were throwing, that's over with. They then took away your show. They shut it down. And now, since Tampa did it in the Super Bowl, everybody's going to do it. All of a sudden, where's Tyreek Hill? Where's Tyreek Hill? I don't see him anymore. I don't see his greatness. Now, your quarterback, your superstar that you signed all this big contract to, he's getting broke up back there. They're laying this guy out every chance they get. How many more concussions can this guy have? And he's having bad concussions. I mean, these are concussions where he can't walk under his own power. He's like not literally knocked out on the field. I've seen that 3 times, him going under concussion protocol and under that tent since that playoff game. Where he got knocked out against the Cleveland Browns. He was whacked again in like week 1 or 2. And they took him under there. So he's already this is his second time getting his bell rung. It took 3 teammates to walk him off the field today. He was out of it. CP, you are 100% correct. The Chiefs are not running the football. They're not even attempting to run the football, which is going to lead to more problems for your quarterback. This is the same problem the Philadelphia Eagles got. They don't run the ball, and now they've lost Sanders, their running back. So now you see the same problem. And LeBron James was the same way. They catered to LeBron, though, to try to give him everything he needed because they felt like people cared about the guy. But that's true. Andy Reid doesn't believe in running the football, but he does believe in throwing the slant pass, something that they're not really doing no more now. Ertz, man, yeah, as soon as they give up Ertz, he gets a 45-yard touchdown. Well, LeBron is different. LeBron is somebody the league catered to right away and wanted to make their darling star. So from the very beginning, Patrick Mahomes had to become that and become entertaining so the league gravitated towards him. But once he got exposed, it was all over. Now people see the fun ride is over. And they're not the greatest show on turf. And they're realizing that they're doing a lot of their magic once the plays are broken. But when you don't have that personnel in the back in the field and people who know how to do that, like Sammy Watkins, guys who know how to get open when the play breaks down, you have a bunch of wide receivers and route runners who don't know how to really do that effectively. And when you're seeing that on the field, is highlighted. They miss Sammy Watkins bad. He was very good at saving downs. Nope. Now, you're going to start to hear a lot of chirping going around, especially if they miss the playoffs. If this team missed the playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs missed the playoffs in a division they should have won easy. Whenever the Raiders got a better record, you got the Raiders with a better record than you. You got the Chargers out here. I'm like, how are you losing this division? He said, I should have been at yours. Man, they messed up my sheet. Now Eric Bieniemy's the problem. I don't know. Maybe if you made him the coach, this wouldn't have happened. Tyreek Hill was never a number one. He's a burner. He's too small, one, but he's a burner. He could take the top off the defense, but if you put a safety on top of him, he's no good. No, they're running the plays that Andy called. This is Andy's mess. Well, they'll all have to eventually learn to deal with it, but this is Andy Reid's mess. Nobody but Andy. It's not a new league. It's the same league. LeBron James, even tonight, they got lucky. They got lucky that the Grizzlies is just young. Those boys are too young and too fast and athletic. And Carmelo Anthony had to bail them out today. The Lakers could have bodied this team all night long, but they could not keep up with the speed. These young 20-year-olds was in the backcourt every time, running and gunning. John Morant had 40 and 10. That's how easy it was for him tonight. The Lakers have nobody that could keep these young guards in front of him. He missed the game time free throw that would have sent this game to overtime, and I would not wanted to see overtime. for them Los Angeles Lakers. Melo had it going early. Oh man, Memphis couldn't get a call. I mean, of course, they had some vicious calls against them. But LeBron's age has definitely shown up, and it's showing a lot this year. His three ball looks better, but anything that requires this man to spend an ounce of energy, oh, he is not going to do that. He's playing like an old guy in that 30-year-old tournament. We 3-on-3 30-year-old classic. I can't extend myself and reach out there. I got to go in tomorrow. I got to work tomorrow. I can't take that kind of charge. They looked old. They looked like a bunch of individuals on playing on a team. And that's what the Chiefs look like, a bunch of individuals playing on a team. Patrick Mahomes is not a leader. A lot of players on the team like him as a person, but he does not have command of the team. You see Tom Brady, you see this. This is command. When you see that 12, it's command. When he walked on this team, it was already his team. It was command. You're going to toe the line for Tom. Exactly. LeBron James isn't a leader, too. You already knew where I was going, Brother Jay. He's like, he don't even have command in his own household, from what I heard today. So now it is even going in his own house with that crazy screaming chick of his. Now she gonna get the blame. LeBron, Patrick Mahomes, both betas. Brother Jay said, I'm still a Cavs fan. Oh, wow. You know, the Cavs have actually played great in their first couple of games. Of course, I've seen LeBron quit. If you've seen LeBron play basketball, you've seen him quit. And he mentally shuts down. And if he shuts down, this your leader of the team. What's going to happen? If you quit, the rest of the team is like, what the hell we trying for? You quit, so we might as well all quit. Who quit versus Dallas? Should they keep Jalen Hurts? Not if you can get Deshaun Watson. I would trade Jalen Hurts for Deshaun Watson. I knew they would blow out the Ravens. I told people I'd take Cincinnati in the points. I thought the Ravens would win the game, but I said it would be close than the 8.5 that they had. I had that right. I never saw them blowing them out like that, but that was money I had in the bag. Denver, y'all looking more at Sharon Rodgers than anything. He want to go to San Francisco. so he can get to the gay clubs faster. But he might end up in Denver. Well, I didn't mind him quitting in Boston in 2010. He had a lot of internal problems that became real. It's kind of hard to play with a teammate that's banging your moms. Like, this don't change nothing. We still boys. And you'd be like, this changes everything. You're banging my moms. I mean, don't think of it like that. Just think of me like a father figure, a shoulder to lean on in case you need help. So I don't really blame him for the 2010 collapse and him wanting to leave. I've always said that. I've said it 1,000 times. I don't blame that man for leaving Cleveland. First, it's Cleveland to go to Florida. I'll never blame him for that. I don't blame him for quitting in the playoffs and saying, I'm not going to try to win a championship with him on my team. Like, come on, let's win a championship together. Father and son, home team. But he wasn't the only one that was smashing. You got to go to the Patreon for that. That's on the Patreon. Because there was more. Mm-hmm. Straight up. That's right. Hit the like button. Crybaby Kelce. I told you, these dudes, they're made for commercials. Kelce is not a tough guy. You get physical with him, he folds. And this now you starting to see what Kelsey's all about. He's all talk and hype. It's easy to catch these balls when you got some guys taking the top off. You are not Grunk. Him going to the Steelers, Sharon Rodgers. Next year, the sky's the limit. A lot of people gonna want this guy because they believe in that fake record the Packers got. You put them up against Tampa Bay, run it back, and we'll see what happens. I want to know, can the Chiefs turn it around? The Chiefs got who? The Giants next week? Who the Chiefs got next week? Do y'all got the Giants? He's like, look, the Giants on Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football. I might take the goddamn Giants. I can't even bet that game. That should be a safe game to bet and take Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes might not even play that game, but he's going to play. And the reason why is because they need him to. Now, this is the Giants, ladies and gentlemen, who had 5 points at halftime. They should be favored by double digits. Mahomes is already cleared. It's not about them clearing him. Is he cleared? That dude probably right now cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. One little tap, boof, and the way he getting hit, he gonna be out the game. I really don't see it any other way. The Chiefs defense has looked like crap, Swiss cheese, all season long. What happened? Who did they lose? Where's Honey Badger? Where is the devastating Chiefs team? They keep failing, but they keep giving them commercials. Q said he told you, CP. CP, it's time. It's time to bail on this season. This is my last bit of advice for CP. You got to bail on him. It's time to bail. Just come ride with the Bucks right quick. Come with the winners until it's over. Till the storm's over. Roll with the winners. That's all they say. But the man got 7 for a reason. He going for 8. That will be the challenge. The Arizona Cardinals versus the Bucks. Yeah, Rodgers, LeBron, Patrick Mahomes, they're all in the same boat. State Farm commercials. Yeah, people are telling me why the Nets are struggling, the Brooklyn Nets. The league made these new rules to basically shut down teams like the Brooklyn Nets. James Harden has been the leading free throw shooter, foul getter for probably the last 5-6 years. He's only shot 9 free throws in 4 games? What they played, 3-4 games? What I want to know is why players like Mobamba, Bradley Beal, they have the okay to play in New York City, even though they're on another team. They're coming to New York City. They're allowed to play. And they have openly admitted they have not taken the ooey. No injections of the ooey. Openly said this and gave reasons why. But they're allowed to play in New York City. But Kyrie Irving can't. They can't even make it make sense. Mobamba played today against the New York Knicks. They was in New York. He openly admits that he doesn't have it. Like, he ain't taking it. And the Knicks lost to the Orlando Magic, who 2 losses so far this season have been like 30 points and 20 points. I don't even know why people brains can't even put that together. He said, why I don't like LeBron and why would I like Tom Brady? You really asking that question? Sir, do you see what this is? You see that 7? You see that Tom Brady 7? One wins, the other one loses. One comes up big in the clutch, one folds. They're the polar opposites of each other. One is a born leader, the other one's a coward. Which one is LeBron James? Why would anyone have any confusion between the two? Come on, East Oakland. You cannot sit there and say this guy is a bum. This is greatness. When you see this and they say who the greatest of all times, it ain't because he played long. It's what he did when he was on the field. That TB is for real. You've seen nothing like him. How is he a coward? LeBron James has been a coward his entire life. Everything he's done on that court has been a coward. Getting people traded, lying to Dwayne Wade, telling Wade at the meeting, I didn't know you was going to get traded. That made Dwayne Wade lose respect with LeBron. Have you noticed he ain't really been around LeBron since? Their friendship has never been the same. He cost Wade $20 million. Wade gave up $20 million guaranteed money from the Chicago Bulls. Walked away from that to go to Cleveland to try to help you win a championship. He could have went to the Miami after getting his $20 million. He went and played for you for $2 million for the cap minimum. Gave up $20 million, came over there and you gonna trade him at the All-Star break. And talk about some you ain't know. And you're gonna send him to me. You going back home. You going back to Miami. Nigga, I could have went to Miami next year. After getting my $20 million. Go up and trade me. And I came here to help you win. Then talking about some, I didn't know they was gonna trade you. But at least you went back home. You going back to Miami though. Do you think they not cleared any trade of a friend of LeBron James? Wade ain't that stupid, bro. You are not gonna approve a trade or do a trade of somebody LeBron brought here who's like his brother from Miami without running it by LeBron first. LeBron knew, but like a coward, he was confronted. He was at lunch with Wade when the trade went down. The agent hit him up and was like, "Hey, you getting traded?" And he looked up and said, my agent just told me I'm getting traded. He was, what? He's like, you ain't know nothing about this? No, I ain't know nothing about it. You see? There is something weak about Stevenson. Mel just lost because he looked old. For the first time, he looked like old. He looked like a fighter that was past his prime in that fight. You know, Shakur was faster, sharper, and he sat down on his punches because he realized he was getting home early with power shots. It was the wrong strategy he fought. I thought that it would be more movement by Jamil, like a chess match. He was going right in, and it took him a while to get going, like to get into the fight. It took him to like 3 and 4, but Jamel kept fighting, man. So all praise to him for that, man. But for the first time I've seen him, he looked a step behind. Yes, I know it's levels to this, and I didn't see a level for Stevenson to tell me he's the best in the division. I think he could be because he's a heavy puncher, and I think he was overweight going into the fight. Oh, Valdez, I think he could beat Valdez. I think he wouldn't have a lot of problems with Valdez at all. Valdez throws a lot of wild shots, a lot of wide punches. Plus, I don't think Valdez won his last fight. That guy was painting him like a pitcher and made his face look like hamburger. Yes, do not forget to like the video, Brother Jay. That's right. My cash app is Carcino, Karceno, and the super chat's working. Oh, Jay Flowers. Man, we are just squeaking by this fantasy football, man. But I should have only one defeat on my record.
A bunch of Mary Fergusons. Find the one I like, take her ass to Asia. What, man?
You said your team is here to stay. Okay, well, we're going to see in the playoffs. I'm the number one points man in fantasy. I don't know how that happened. My team is not even at full capacity. We got an idiot quarterback who can't seem to get the ball to the most open guy on the field. Then today, I knew Debo was going to have a rough game playing in the rain. But man, to shut Jay Bones down, who was second to me, and he only got 70 points in fantasy. Woo! 70 points going up against Carcino's Kingdom. But who is his quarterback? Patrick Mahomes, who had a whopping 6. And I had Matthew Stafford, who did his job. Woo! But Show Golf, who's undefeated. Uh-oh. You tied with SoCal Eagles. I see you, Jay. You all 4-2. Let me see what you did this week. See what the league did. Uh-oh, new Chris got a win. Mama's cooking. Looked like he got cooked. He got some players going on Monday night, but he gonna need a Monday night miracle. Uh-oh. It looked like the X-Men is finna be Show Golf. Gavin got a win? Are you kidding me? Oh, this is an upset week. Uh-oh, here come HD. HD got a win. Because he got Brady. He the one stole Tom Brady. But it was okay. I went after Matthew Stafford. I was like, I should at least get 30 to 40. Christian's finna get a win against Burundi's team. Oh my God. Man, everybody took a beating this week. Burundi got Jay. His quarterback is Jay Fields. See, in fantasy football, I've learned this, and everybody's got to learn. You got to kind of take your heart out of it. You got to start saying, "Look, I hate this team. I hate this team, but they got a player that I need on my team." Can Shakur Stevenson win against Lomachenko? I don't think he can. It's too much experience, too much speed, but he has a chance because he's strong at the division, at the weight class. He's more heavier. But I do believe that some other people there would give him a shot, you know. So why am I stuck on Lomachenko? Because Lomachenko is actually good. I mean, Teofimo Lopez only beat him because he was 147 pounds. That's the only reason he won the fight. He said, I got run rule. I would never draft Sharon Rodgers. Hey, I understand that. He's the guy that'll let you down. One thing about Matthew Stafford, he might not win you the games. He will get you the points. He will get a bunch of points up there, but then break your heart. That's right. Loyalty, man. My friend right now is in the league. He's struggling this season, but when he was in the league, I swear to you, it was about 14 to 15 Bears players he had. He's a Bear fan. He had the Bears quarterback, Bears wide receivers, Bears running backs. I said, what are you going to do during bye week? Oh, I ain't think about that. Let me get some bench players. And he just went to some other bench players to put in for bye week. But he was going to ride out with the Bears. And I was like, man, that's a bold move. So, of course, he was like 0-7. Sure. We'll bet that game. I mean that fight if it happens. I doubt it ever happens, but we'll bet the fight. Oh, well, LeBron and them, they're both not leaders. They are losers in actuality. Patrick Mahomes, they're not actually good. They're getting by on athleticism and not skill. Just think about it. What is Mahomes known for? Oh, he's got look away passes. Right when he's being sacked and throwing the football and somebody catch it. Now those are interceptions. Well, let's see if the fight get made first. Because the fight get made 5 years from now when Lomachenko's 49 and they ready to cash him out, then that's a whole different experience. So when it becomes a reality, then we'll deal with the reality. He said, Chubb out, Antonio Brown out. I still got a chance to win this week. Next year, we got about 2 people leaving fantasy football in my league. We got a full 20 people league. Next season is going to be hot again. We got 2 people leaving out. We got 2 spots open. They're being kicked out. We might have more. Because when you start neglecting your team because you're not winning, you don't get rewarded with coming back next year. I think it's too early to try to make a decision on him, but Dill sees an opportunity where he can make some money off his son's name. So, and the son's going to use his dad's name. Try to make some of himself. He kind of reminds me of Dill a little bit. Oh, thanks, man. First super chat I got today, I think. You got the Bulls in the money line versus the Raptors. Is that a good bet? Normally it would. I think it'll be a closer game than most people think. But on the 28th, oh, baby. Get ready. Mahomes is suffering from newborn baby fatigue? Probably. Yeah, we got 5 more minutes, and then we'll be at the full hour. So we'll get ready to shut it down then. Yeah, I'm fatigued, man. I'm tired. I'm trying to figure out where did the league wrong him at. Right now, his agent is doing him a disservice, which we'll get into tomorrow. Right now, I'm just too out of it to really do the rest of it. Oh, I saw him fake an injury. The guy fell by his leg, his ankle, and he fell down on the floor, tying his shoe, and he bounced up, and everybody, is LeBron hurt? I'm like, LeBron, you might be a better team with him on the bench. He's not needed. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Your logo would be a Dallas Cowboys star. That shows you everything you need to know. I don't need to run a slam. Oh yeah, the 28th. I gotta look into that. So this is it. Any more questions before I shut it down? Oh, don't worry, Outlaw. Y'all just lost to the Orlando Magic tonight. Who was Ben Simmons compared to coming out of college? I don't know, Crocodile Dundee. See, CP is waking up. He knows the team is in bad shape, and he's not going to sit here and make excuses for him like Cowboys fans. Cowboy fans believe that they're actually a serious contender to win the Super Bowl this year. No one's thinking about them in the Super Bowl, really. Y'all are not close to a Super Bowl team. Not close. You have a great cornerback in Diggs, but y'all are in nail biters every week. You could easily be in reverse right now with y'all record. Oh, of course I like the Halloween movie. It's exactly what I wanted to see. Michael Myers giving people the business. That's all I wanted to see. That's what I paid for. People acting like they were supposed to get like terms of endearment or something. Where's the heart? The emotional. What is his purpose? What is the desire? The shape? Like he needs a motivating drive. I'm like, I thought this was Halloween Kills. Oh man. Like y'all are making this theater. What you mean not paying Dak? Dak been paid. Dak got his money. And that's why I was like, no, pay the man. Pay the brother. He did the right thing. He didn't take the homeboy rate. All the Cowboy fans, no, take the 30 million. You's dumb. You ain't gonna get that money now. I'm like, see, he got injured. He ain't gonna get that money. I'm like, no, the Cowboys ain't stupid. They ain't gonna start over with no new quarterback. When you got somebody that can win you some games, you gonna pay him the money. They was mad. They had no choice. And his deal proved that. He didn't get the homeboy lawyer that's cool with Jerry. He got somebody they couldn't stand. That's the kind of guy you want on your team. You want somebody who they can't stand. I don't like him. I don't like him either. So you know when they kind of cut a deal with him anyway, it's gonna be a deal in your favor. Outlaw. There was no end. It's a connecting movie. You're watching the second installment of a trilogy. The story is to be continued. So I love the ending. Oh, that was the ending of Halloween Kills was the best part of the movie. I could not stand that person, so couldn't wait to see them get it. My whole admission, because I knew that this person was gonna get it before I even got in the seat. So I'm like, oh, to see this person get it is gonna be the worth the price of admission. And it was worth every dime. Oh, I'm sorry this guy wasn't on the live stream where we did, and I actually said that and told people that bet the Cincinnati Bengals and take the points against the Ravens that we did Saturday. Sorry you missed that live stream. So, other people might look at you like he's silly, but he said, okay, you got your point across already. No, I didn't see the next episode of BMF. I was gone all weekend. Do people have any idea what I went to? Saturday, I went all the way to Wisconsin, and I had to basically do some business over there. Was talking about investing in a project, the Floyd Mayweather building that's open now, skyscraper in New York. That was an investment project that a lot of people had a part of, and I'm trying to see if our firm actually got paid for help brokering the deal that led to that happening. It's another one overseas that's getting made too, in like China, another skyscraper that people had, connections to. One of our companies that I'm a part of. So we'll see about that. So I was in Wisconsin going over there. Remember, I took you on the road and I went to go have a business meeting with them, and they was building, they own all that area of construction. So we will tackle that. Then I had to come all the way back from Wisconsin to go to the Chicago Bulls game. Bulls and Pistons. So you saw me live sitting there at the Bulls and Pistons game. Then immediately after the game's over, I had to beeline it all the way home to make it home just in time for the main event for Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson and Jamil Herring fight. So I saw the main event. And after this, I'm exhausted. Tell the chick I couldn't make it. Then I got to get ready for tomorrow's show and get on my buddy's platform that he do on Facebook. Had to go over there with him. So we drove all the way, all the way back early this morning. I had to get there so that we could do the show and get our picks in for the games. So it's like as soon as my head hit the pillow, phone ring, I'm late. I'm backing up. I'm in the shower. And now I got to get ready for the football games. So from 11 to now, here we are. And in the middle of all of this, you guys have been updated with videos. You guys have gotten videos through all of this. You guys got videos. Thanks, Vernon85. I appreciate it. I was number 3, all because Christian got a lucky win on some trash. Oh, my boy, he's a Laker fan, Cowboys fan, and Dodgers fan. So, yeah, the only thing he got that he holding on to now is the Lakers. The Lakers and the Cowboy fans, and he kind of then gave up on them Lakers right now. can see, even the sweatshirt, TV7. Let them see it. TV7. What down is it, Brady? We're holding on to last season. Brady remembered that. He was not happy about that. He said, that's the first time in my life I ever really lost it down, and people won't let me forget about it. He even brought it up at the White House. He went to Rocket Goodell Price and said, hey, look, put the dad's ass back on the schedule next season. I got something for them. So I already told people all this when they made the schedule. I saw the Bears. I said, circle that game. Circle that game, because he's finna make an example out of Chicago. Look, people, what's happening? This is a stat. I told you. I didn't even have to wait till the end of the game today. You stink. We already delusional. When the game is on, we just shut it off. We have already arrived at the end of the game at halftime. But you sick, delusional Chicago Bear fans. You're not going to anybody's playoffs. You're not winning anybody's NFC Central. You're not going to anybody's NFC Championship. You're going to nobody's Super Bowl. Well, Los is biased. He just talks. I have it all. Right here, I got it all. So let's give a breakdown of what happened in the first quarter. What seemed to be the difference of the game? Bears have the ball, and they seem to have some momentum. It's first down, and the offensive line seem to be struggling. Can you give us a breakdown of what's going on? Can I give it? Zach Barrett beats number 73. People, his name is LaChavious Simmons. I saw it. Number 73 got beat for a sack fumble. What happened again? Number 73, the same LaChavious Simmons got beat again. By this time, it was Pierre Paul. Another sack fumble. And you know what happened? You benched LaChavious Simmons, and then you bring in number 64, Alex Barnes, an undrafted player from Notre Dame. Now, anybody that watches football, if somebody goes undrafted from Notre Dame, that means they're not a very good football player. But he played for the Bears. He's somebody's nephew. Let me give you the rest of your offensive line. Elijah Richardson, I told him in pregame, number 70 from Massachusetts. Who is he going to block? Tevin Jenkins. You thought you outthought everybody. He has a bad back. That's why the whole league passed up. But not just Chicago Bears. So let's get into this. Let me give them the rest of the offensive line. James Daniels, Sam Mustipher, Cody Whitehead, and are we going to talk about Jason Peters, the former Eagle? He's a future Hall of Famer, but people clearly heard his days are numbered. Who is he blocking out there? You might as well get people off the street and not even pay them. 35-3. Do I have to give them the possessions in the first half? I got it all. Now let's go into this 73. This Simmons guy. Like, where did he get drafted? Simmons got drafted in the 7th round from Tennessee State. Tennessee State, not Tennessee, Tennessee State in the 7th round. Then his backup, you saw him on the bench, 73 with his helmet on. He might not even play anymore today. He probably be cut. He didn't block anybody. People, one of my favorite movies of all time is called The Replacement. And in Chicago, it was Keanu Reeves. And people, this band team looks like The Replacement. Man.
Do I have to continue with the stats? Good. Punt. Interception when Justin Fields escaped and he just locked. Where was he throwing that to, people? Then it was fumble, punt, interception, fumble, field goal, and turnover on downs. Why are you going for it on fourth down to give Brady another chance to score? Now you actually thought you were going to score, so now instead of going to the locker room 28-3, it's now 35-3. This get it through your sick, delusional, irrational head. The Chicago Bears are not going to anybody's NFC Championship, Super Bowl. Not going to win anybody's division. Derek, come to the show. We invite you. See, you got a Brady fan here. We invite everybody.
Here's the situation. This is a mirror example of a bad franchise and a great franchise. You seeing the difference between the two and how the game is played. They thinking 2-3 plays ahead in Tampa. Y'all thinking what we finna do right now. They in the huddle playing like the doggone backyard play. Like, all right, what we finna run right now? Anybody got to play?
The replacements.
Yeah.
I am a high school offensive coordinator. I'm not an offensive coordinator, people. I could call better plays than that. A bootleg to maybe a bit. Sometimes throw the ball down the field. They sitting on every short route.
Yeah. And the thing is your cornerbacks is overworked.
Oh.
Brady is tricking them. I'm like, why are they thinking Brady finna go short? He going long.
Oh, why do we bring up cornerbacks? I have it right here, people. Jalen Johnson. You told me that Jalen Johnson was a player. You know who you missed out on? You missed out on Diggs from the Cowboys to draft Jalen Johnson. The pick, I prayed at home. I'm like, please, let Diggs be there. But the Bears allowed it because you decided to take Jalen Johnson. What did he do today? He got beat for 49 yards down to the one. They said we might as well throw on him again. Who is he covering? Who's number 22 field door covering? What is Eddie Jackson doing out there? They're stealing money. Where's Mac at? You keep saying the Mac attack. They got Works. The guy from Iowa. A first round pick. People, that's why you draft first round offensive tackle. For Fields, you get him your next year's pick needs to be a first round offensive tackle. Look at Tampa's line. Yep. Look at my Cowboys. We got Smith on the outside. Lyle Collins. You got to have an offensive line.
Tampa has the ball as we speak.
We'll see you when it's over. I told you. Get it through your sick, delusional heads. Oh, are they drinking now?
They gotta be.
They asked me, ole, 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 ole. Remember that?
So, as you can see, this is how my day went. And yes, he's gonna have a YouTube channel set up. And right now he's on Facebook doing his thing, but he's got to start getting into YouTube and going to YouTube. Trust me, them on YouTube is way more hilarious than anything you want to see. Those are two twin brothers, and they are insanely into football, baseball, and basketball. So, man, oh man, I tell you, if they get to YouTube and do what they want to do, the sky is the limit. Close. That is Telly and Los. Yeah, I was gonna have him on my YouTube thing and have it set up, but I can't do it because the internet connection down there is like next to terrible. Because we're in the basement and my connection is not great there. It's never been great there. It works good outside. Now if we're outside, then yeah. But there it dies. Yeah, see, that's the thing. YouTube, you gotta have a certain amount of, hours to go live on YouTube. Once you get approved to go live, then you can start doing your thing. So I got to talk to them about that. But oh yeah, they have fun. So yeah, at the end of the season, Nagy should be gone, and they should have Justin Fields learning under a new coach and new organization, so he can learn some real offense. So on that note, good night. I got to get in the shower and get all this stuff off me from the day. Deuces. Hardest worker.